Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Bill Height, General President of the United Association of Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, Welders, Sprinkler Fitters, and HVAC Technicians. I want to take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about something very important, your future in this union and in the industries that we serve. Let me explain. Once upon a time, the labor movement was a lot bigger and stronger than it is today. Back in the 50s, 1 out of every 3 workers belonged to a union. Today, it's just a little more than 1 worker in 10. Is it any wonder that big business is calling all the shots? There are a lot of reasons for the decline, but when it comes to the construction trades, there are a couple big ones. First of all, unions, like ours, took their success for granted. We thought we could protect our work by limiting who we let join us. So we closed our doors to all but a select few, and it backfired. The people we turned away became the non-union workforce, and now they are our competition. Now, we are facing what industry analysts and the government expect will be one of the largest construction booms ever. The demand for skilled workers will skyrocket in just a few years or even less. For example, in the energy power industry, there are a number of large projects for both conventional and alternative energy sources that are on the books and ready to go. But right now, we don't have enough qualified welders to man this work. And that's only one industry. The traditional way of acquiring new members, our apprenticeship programs, is not enough to meet the demand. And there's another complication. More than half of our journeyman members are baby boomers. Over the next 10 years, 24% of our membership will be eligible for retirement. In 20 years, that number jumps to 55%, further depleting our numbers and our ability to meet the demands of a normal workload, let alone what we can expect from this construction boom. And to put it bluntly, if we cannot meet the needs, others will. And they'll do it for lower wages and inferior benefits, driving down a living standard that past generations of union craftsmen worked and fought so hard to achieve. If we lose that market at this point, it will probably be gone for good. On the other hand, if we are able to supply the needed skilled workers, our numbers will swell, our union will become stronger, and we will be in a position to bargain for even higher wages and better benefits. But if that is to happen, we have to start doing things differently, and we have a plan in place. First, we must increase the number of apprentices. Right now we have about 40-some thousand. That number needs to be 60,000 over the next year. Secondly, we are redoubling our traditional organizing efforts to directly recruit qualified welders, plumbers, fitters, and service techs from the non-union sector. We'll organize them bottom up and top down. Third, we're directly recruiting younger workers who already have some training. We'll test them and place them at a level in the apprenticeship program that is appropriate for their individual skill level. And fourth, we created a provisional journeyman category made up of recruits with 5 or more years of actual field experience. They are accorded full membership benefits, and once they receive additional training to round out their skills, they'll lose the provisional status and become full-fledged journeymen. There's another reason that construction unions lost market share over the last few decades. Some leaders and members forgot that we provide a service to a customer. And if that customer isn't pleased with that service or with us, he's going to go someplace else. After all, wouldn't you do the same thing if you hired someone to do work on your home or your car and they dropped the ball? Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put us down. I firmly believe that our members are among the elite of the building trades. Our training, our skill level, and our commitment to our industry are unparalleled. I know it, and you know it, or you should, but our knowing it is not enough. We have to be sure that every contractor knows it, and even more important, that every construction user knows it. When they think about quality, efficiency, and value, we want the UA to be the first thing that pops into their minds. That means we have to make it official and we have to sell it. You know, over the last few years, the other general officers and I traveled all over the United States and Canada. We met with hundreds of members and officers, dozens of contractors, and quite a few construction owners and users. We asked for their take on the kind of manpower this union provides. There were high marks for our overall craftsmanship, our training programs, and for our ability to provide manpower when skilled workers have been at a premium. But we've also heard some negatives. They include low productivity, absenteeism, bad attitude on the job, inappropriate appearance on the job site, unsafe work practices, drug and alcohol use, and even a few complaints about workers who showed a lack of training and poor craftsmanship. Believe it or not, we've heard these hot-button issues on several major jobs that we're involved with. The vast majority of our members are doing the right thing on the job, but a few who cut corners, break the rules, or slack off can contribute to a bad reputation for all of us. When a crew is missing a key member who is regularly absent, or when one or two guys show up late and hungover, or someone takes unnecessary safety risks, does sloppy work, or cops an attitude, the whole project is affected. Then the problem comes to the client's attention, who complains to the contractor, and everybody gets upset. The client will remember that the next time he or she has a major construction project. Our job is to make sure that the client has a positive experience, not one that will make him say, never again. Now, the purpose of all this is to increase our share, the unionized industry share of the market for the kind of work we do. Why should we care about that? It's very simple. You know that our non-union counterparts make less money and have fewer benefits than we've won through our collective bargaining agreements. But the more the non-union sector grows, the more pressure there will be on our signatory contractors to reduce their bids, and the more pressure there will be on us to lower our expectations when our contracts come up for renegotiation. But if construction clients realize the value of a unionized workforce, if they realize that our members are highly trained and highly skilled, that they'll get the job done safely and right the first time, on time, and within budget, the word is going to spread. That will increase the demand for our work, and our share of the market will grow. In turn, that will increase our collective bargaining strength, allowing us to negotiate for even better wages and benefits. So along with our contractor partners, we've created the UA Standard for Excellence. It's really a policy that commits all of us, members, leaders, and employers, to uphold the highest industry standards in order to ensure customer satisfaction. By doing that, we will be promoting our members for their world-class skills and for their safe and efficient work practices on the job. The Standard for Excellence says to the construction clients, this is who we are, this is what we'll do, and you can count on it. The standard includes a comprehensive list of responsibilities that our signatory employers have agreed to adopt and put into practice. You can read all of them in the insert that comes with this DVD. They include such things as providing recognition for a job well done, ensuring that necessary tools and equipment are readily available, treating all employees with respect and dignity, and providing job site supervisors who are trained to lead and to solve problems. But right now, I'd like you to focus on the responsibilities that apply to members and local unions, because that's where we alone can make a difference. And all of them really are just common sense. Show up at the job on time and ready to work. Your contract spells out the starting, quitting, lunch, and break times. Stick to them. Don't cut corners. And stay off your cell phones when you should be working. Be productive with your time. Make sure you have all the tools you're supposed to bring. There will be zero tolerance for drugs or alcohol. Obey the safety rules. Respect the customer's property. And that means no littering or graffiti. Dress in a manner that's appropriate for the professional work that you do. Follow the employer's and the customer's rules and policies. And if your supervisor directs you to do something, as long as it's safe, reasonable, and efficient, do it. The Standard for Excellence will become a powerful tool.
and I'd personally like to see it incorporated in every UA national agreement and every local collective bargaining agreement.
That's pretty much it. All those responsibilities boil down to one essential thing: put in a fair day's work for a fair day's pay. What could be more simple than that? Thanks for your time, and remember, the UA is the best of the best. Let's make sure that everyone knows it. It's the only way to guarantee that you have a prosperous future.